So we started like just weightlifting and how the sport is growing, the attention that the sport's been getting, and I think a lot of people have been feeling a certain way about me and Derrick calling ourselves the kings of weightlifting. And what I think what people are missing out on, man, we've been doing this thing almost a decade. You know, winning national championships, breaking American records, making international teams. So I think what they do is they look at international weightlifting, or you can just say the sport as a whole, and they see some of the top lifters or the lifters that are winning, but they don't understand what's going on behind the scenes. So what they do, they start glorifying certain athletes, not understanding there's a key component that are helping these, you can just say these countries, maintain, I guess, their prevalence, maintain, you know what I mean, they're being relevant on the international scene. So the thing is, man, it's just about bringing the truth. Like, I feel like we've been doing this thing the right way, man. Almost 20 years, been doing it the right way. Clean, no drugs, doing everything the right way. And if it's an even playing field, I feel like none of these people are seeing us. None of them are seeing us. You can go look back 10, 15 years, what lifters were around, and then look right now, are they still around? Are they still doing it? And if they're not doing it, then in my eyes, they're not better than me. So that's how I feel. When I call myself a king, it ain't me stepping on nobody, it ain't me putting nobody down. It's just the body of work that I put in and the way I carry myself. Yeah, I'm a carry myself like a king. It ain't about, like I said, it ain't about stepping on nobody else. I understand the work that I put in and doing it the right way, so I am the best. That's how I look at it.
That's always felt too. Like when you go in the building, the place, your job, whatever you do, you need to become the best at it. Not just the second best. You need to become the king or the queen. And so, just going back to the international scene, we have these guys that, and if we look at the test and the articles written, we know that Olympic weightlifting has the most failed drug tests in the history of Olympic sports. So that's just an outrageous number, and it just shows you that if we were on a clean playing field, that the United States, we would definitely be at the top. Like, we have everything, we have all the essentials, all the resources here to be at the top. And so a lot of people, they either follow these international lifters through social media or want to bring them to their gym. It's just confusing to me.
How you gonna tell me?
It's very confusing because you understand that some of the things they're doing, they wouldn't be able to do without those drugs.
For real.
Any sport. We look at guys that weren't that good in high school, maybe not that good in college, and now they're making double figures, $1 million in the Major League Baseball and things like that, because now they're their own drugs. Now they're doing things. Now their body is just transformed to something else. So a lot of people think that, hey, without steroids, these guys would be great. No, think about what steroids do. They take you to another level. They help you prevent injury. A lot of people that are coming back from injuries are using drugs also. So it also helps in the healing process. And so these guys can now do world records.
What's the one guy from China, his name? I don't necessarily like to call names, but it's a 6'9" kilo lifter from China.
Yeah.
This dude got world records, Olympic gold medals. He was stripped of those, you know what I mean? Because he tested positive. He appealed it, you know. Now he's back on the scene after failing the drug test, lifting more weight. So you mean tell me you clean? You was dirty when you tested positive, breaking world records, but now you back on the scene lifting more weight, but you clean.
Derrick couldn't do the weight clean the first time.
Yeah.
A couple, 2-3 years later,
almost 2.
He's back, world record.
Yep.
That is just outrageous. That is outrageous.
But that's
and once again, they're gonna do what they have to do. But to me, the United States shouldn't be. We should have no part of that. We should be supporting none of that. Sharing pictures or even liking the pictures, following them. I just could never understand that, because you're almost denying yourself of that opportunity to stand on top of that podium by even supporting those efforts.
And most definitely, like you said, you don't want to put yourself down. So it's just about doing things the right way. At the end of the day, I can sleep, I can rest, I'm at peace, knowing exactly what I can do. I lay it all out. If that's not good enough in some people's eyes, or in society's eyes, then I think they need a clear vision, man, because what they're being shown is not the truth. You know what I mean? When you understand what's going on behind the scenes, man, it's crazy. So we're just gonna continue doing things the right way, continue moving forward. Hopefully, like, just spreading the knowledge that we've gained of our years of lifting to other people, man, and that's really what it's all about, man. We want to have a good time, want to bring that intensity and just show you how to do it the right way. Now, whether you choose to continue to idolize certain individuals, and like you said, denying yourself that time that you put in, an opportunity to be on the podium, I mean, you can continue to do that, or you can support people that are doing it the right way and they're trying to encourage you and show you how to do it the right way, because you can't take that illegal substance that some of these other athletes are using.
And it's another thing they do. So you watch these lifters and you see them lifting this massive weight, maxing out constantly. So now people that follow them or people in the United States think that they can do that same volume, that same load. So if you look at some of these programs out here in the United States, you see them maxing out often. These young guys are so injured and things like that. And so it's just all about that mentality. You see these guys on drugs, so now they can do things more frequent, more often, and with heavier loads. So now people here, the younger lifters, think that they can do that same load. Then that's where they end up hurting themselves at. And so when they hurt themselves, the younger lifters, now we're not going to be able to produce in the future. So we need everybody to be healthy, everybody to put those years in, because if you can make it and be older, you will be able to lift more. Your technique's going to be so much better, you're going to be smarter as a person, and so your success is going to be through the roof. But the problem is, in weightlifting, a lot of people can't make it to 24, 25, you're considered an old man in the sport.
We're old men.
It's constantly, that's absolutely ridiculous. We know we can't reach our max levels until we're in the 30s, strength-wise.
The only way you can do that, like, is training. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the proper way. You know what I mean? You got to understand how to gauge these workouts. You can't go in the gym every day trying to max out, looking at what the next individual is doing on Instagram or on YouTube, not understanding everything that they put into that. You know what I mean? Everything that's going into them hitting those numbers. You gotta understand, man, when you're doing it the right way, you have to gauge those workouts accordingly, man. I max out maybe twice a year because I'm understanding now how things work. Got a competition coming up in 2 months, I'll be maxing out there. Got one World Championships in November, I'll be maxing out there. I don't go in the gym and just try to go crazy. Like, what is that gonna do? You're gonna be setting yourself up for injury. So we want to do things the right way, man. Training right, recovery, doing prehab. Oh, making sure you're on top of it.
Prehab is just a whole nother issue, just correcting those instabilities, those asymmetries. So that's what's going to keep us on the platform and keep us continue to lift. A lot of people, they come in, they don't stretch enough before, not enough after. They don't focus on the core or correct the correct core movements. So things like that. And every time I talk to somebody, younger, older, or anybody that wants to listen, I'll give them advice and what I think.
And I mean, that's what it's about, passing that information on. We didn't have guys telling us these things when we were coming up, so we basically had to learn through trial and error, you know what I mean? Us growing up in the sport and like seeing other individuals, we just had to kind of watch them at a distance. We didn't have anybody sit down with us or, you know, want to give us those golden nuggets, man, that'll help keep us ahead of the curve and keep us on track. So now, like, we have that opportunity, like you said, the people that want to listen, man, we're gonna share the information. Any information I can give you, I'm most definitely willing to help you. If I feel like it's gonna keep you on track and you willing to listen, I know for sure it'll help you. So like Derrick, he's one of the people I get to look up to. You know what I mean? Not just as a lifter, like just as a brother. I don't have an older brother. I got a lot of people that I'm friends with, and you know, but very few people I can say I look up to as an older brother and kind of just see how they move, see how they handle themselves, and it makes you want to, you know, become better. Not just a lifter, but just a better person. Dude right here has been on top of it. We started, like I said, we started lifting together years ago. But Derrick, he took the focus off himself as an athlete to start coaching his brothers and other lifters. And I know the type of athlete that he is. So for me to be able to see him switch gears and put it back on himself, man, I just know he's about to be out of here, man. Dude's pretty close to doing a double bodyweight snatch. We haven't had that happen in the United States, and I don't know how long. That alone is motivating for me to, like, dude, I got goals set, but really to push harder, because if I'm seeing him do it, I'm like, it's no excuse for me not to really push for that and shoot for that type of feat. So it's great, man. We got people like Derrick that's out here. We gotta most definitely take heed to the words that they're giving us, man. So I'm humble in that sense, you know what I mean? I don't feel like I'm so far up, like, oh man, I made 2 Olympic teams. No, those are just teams that I made because I had time to focus on myself, focus on my training. I feel like he could easily have the same credentials. But dude, one of the youngest lifters in USA weightlifting history to be a level 5 coach. How many people can say that? Like, we got people that are twice his senior that are not even on that level yet. So dude, level 5 coach, American record holder. I just admire his work ethic. So if I got somebody like that that's close to me that I can say that's a friend I look up to, like a big brother, most definitely got to listen to what they tell me.
And I think the thing about us, like training together, because we were already training together before, like the national titles and stuff like that. And so we always saw the hunger in each other. So we always knew that person gonna go in the gym and train hard. Then I remember as 2008 was coming around, I was like, man, this man Kendrick is a lock-in right now. Then he made the Olympics. I remember I was just watching it on TV. I was like, man, look at this guy out here. Had all my people in St. Louis. We out here watching it, and he went to work out there, just absolutely represented it. And then you saw the work he put in. He's like, okay, well, that motivated everybody in the country. Not only did he make the 2008 one, he came back 4 years later, did it again. 2014 right now, the top male in the country, one of the top picks right now for the 2016 games. 3-time Olympian, once again. So every time he even steps in the gym, I'm fired up, coming with it, but the smart way. It's not just bang, bang, bang.
Trying to get the hammer and just break the wall down. Nah,
yeah,
baby. Nah,
so
we can chip away
we just constantly learning. He'll get an exercise or something, send it my way, okay. But let me break that down, okay, I'm adding it in. Send me in one a couple weeks ago, I was like, added it in. Let's go. About to work that real hard. And but yeah, just I say you got all about his business. He's been all about his business. So
it's dope. Kings, man. Kings of weightlifting, man. We want to inspire people, the young kings out there, the young queens out there, man, really to believe in yourself. You know, you gotta understand, man. Don't put yourself down. Don't be frustrated. You know what I mean? You gotta be able to weather the storm, man. It's gonna be ups and downs in your life and in weightlifting. But if you're doing things the right way, trying to make corrections, you most definitely will be on track to achieve your goals. And that's all we're trying to do. Still trying to do it. So it's pretty dope, man.